somebody who's talked a lot to Black artists in Phoenix, I've done my research and I've been able to really dig into what artists are facing right now. And it's the same thing that a lot of Arizonans are facing, and that's affordability and healthcare issues and dealing with attacks on the LGBTQ plus community. So I'd like to thank Arizona List and everybody involved in bringing this whole thing together. So this is the cost of business for artists right now. So a little bit about us. Black Artists Found in Phoenix offers grant writing assistance, gallery connections, and networking opportunities for Black and queer artists. By using an email list and a website, we have found a large network of artists sharing information for other artists. And we have a mission of securing a profitable future for Black artists found in Phoenix. And our vision is simple, a Phoenix where Black artists are represented proportionally and thoughtfully. And again, my name is Twix the Queen. I'm the executive director. And these are the issues. Okay, we brought this little meeting together because we wanted to talk about some of the issues artists are facing as we go into 2026. And Arizona List was kind enough to give us a platform to do that. The issues, other than the United States, the President of the United States, continue to be affordability, healthcare, and LGBTQ plus rights. I mean, these are the things that we've talked to our community about, and we've talked to our membership, and this is something that I feel like we can all get behind. Things are expensive, especially gas, especially art materials, especially anything to do with, you know, doing your art and not just surviving. And in 2026, I think the artists and young people will be important for our coalition. So
And Twix, you said
art has
surviving.
always been political.
When you're an artist, right, isn't your art your survival, like mentally, financially, all of that? So I just wanted to point out, like for me, it's one and the same. For some people, it's like breathing, right? It's not an option. If you are an artist, you live and breathe it. So it's you have to have it.
Yes, I honestly agree. I think that, you know, the image of a starving artist, you know, has always been something that people think about or talk about. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, I think that surviving is part of it. Like, we should have to do art should be like living or like breathing. But there's too many obstacles right now. There's too many obstacles. Uh, and I think that, like I said, art's already always been political. That's for sure. And Nina Simone said that it's an artist's duty to make their art political. I think today artists are left with little choice about, uh, whether or not they can get involved. And so we must protect the dolls, fund art projects, and organize. And that's what's led us here. So thefip.org for more. Thank you guys so much for giving me the space again. But at this point, I think I'd like to pass it along to Catherine, and so we can talk a little bit about Arizona List.
Thank you, Twix. I just want to say, first of all, I think it is so exciting to see that people are organizing, and especially artists organizing for collective energy, because that's what changes things. So Arizona List has been around for 22 years. It started with 4 candidates. This year, we're working with over 200 women who have decided to step up. And they step up from all walks of life. They step up from just seeing things going wrong in their school district and deciding that they need to be on the school board to going through some personal challenges, like, for example, Addie, who's running in LD19 that Hannah's working with, got kicked out of the military because she was trans. And so she decided to step up and run for the legislature. So we have candidates that have deep personal stories. Our city councilwoman in Phoenix, Anna Hernandez, her brother was killed by a police officer when they had a mental health call. These are stories that make people decide that, like Shantae said, politics is life. And when politics is life and your life is being ruined by the structures and the systems, you have to step forward and you have to step up. And so we are really honored to walk alongside people in those journeys, because it's not easy. It is all donation of time and love and energy, to make the world a better place. So just a huge shout out to Shantae for doing what she's doing and being who she is. And I also want to say, like, we do have a couple things we're super worried about. The Republican legislature changed the date of the primary, and people do not know that the primary now will be in July instead of August. And people's ballots are going to come in June, and they're not looking for them on June 24th, but they need to be, because not only are we deciding all of the between Democrats or between Republicans, but also you're deciding all your city council elections in July. And those city councils are making a lot of policies about you. So if you just skip that vote, because say you went to go see relatives someplace where it was less hot, you're going to miss voting for your mayor, for your city council. And so that's something that we're trying to help people know, is that those dates of that election changed, and people need to pay attention. So that's, like, if I have one thing that people remember, it's that tell people that the dates of the primary changed and that election is really important. And then the other thing that we're trying to talk to people about is that they're going to try everything to make less people vote this election cycle. We know that. But that is the power that they cannot take away from you. So if you can convince a friend to vote, if you can convince a friend that it does matter, that's going to be so important. If that's the one thing you do this election, that is a super important thing to do. So I would just, like, those are my two things. Like, we can't let them discourage us, frighten us, take that choice away. And then know that they're doing all kinds of things to try to do that.
Make sure you check out those races across the state, and be sure to follow along. ArizonaList.org, if I'm not wrong.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
And then you can also go to bafip.org for more about us.
Anyway, I know, Twix, that we could talk all night long, but I just want to say that thank you for putting this together. Thank everybody who wants to get involved. We're a membership group too. And we're always trying to encourage people to, like, just, what does democracy cost you? A cup of coffee? So give $5. Is democracy worth, like, a meal out? Give 50. Like, what is it worth to you? And I would say that's true for art. What is art worth for you? If you want to be a member, like, do it, because it's valuable. It's valuable to do things together because we can do more. So that's my quick wrap up. But thank you so much for having us.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming. You guys, go vote this year.